Alright. I can't continue until somebody actually has placed the bets. No, I'm not feeling the song right now. I had already spoiled myself, so I can't bet. I bet my white monster can. Well, are you saying yes or no, mechanic? I think you know. No, I don't. I have no idea if you think he's next on, if he's gonna be again or not. Someone say yes or no, please. just a simple yes or no. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll continue. It's not. They're not next. And also, new author. I will never ask the chat a simple yes or no question ever again. Yeah, new author. They seem to be a lot in the first 100. I think all of them except one of their works is in the first 100 of series 4. So yeah, we go hear the name a couple times, and then they will fade away. Yeah. The name is Bentu. B-E-N-T-U. Bentu. I was like, I'm Bentu. I write things from time to time. Here's some things I've written in the past. Okay, so this is the first one. And also I like how it looks like the... let's see here. Yeah. Not only do they have like little bracket titles as well, because now we have the title called Lucidity. Lucidity, but in brackets here on his office page it says the feather. So I wonder what that's all about. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn about that. Object class, save, Euclid. Special containment procedure. SCP-3025 is to be stored in a standard storage locker at site. Testing must take place in a sealed chamber. Test chamber must be cleared for use before testing. Clearance is given to a test chamber that shows no signs of leakage when under 0.5 megapascals of internal air pressure. Test chamber ought to remain sealed until it can be confirmed that SCP-3025 has exited its active state. Recovered items and personnel are to be quarantined. You cannot stack them. Mechanic, I'm not gonna do 2 minutes. Actually, no, that would be unfair. I will stack them. 2 minutes. Gotcha. Alright. Recovered items and personnel are to be quarantined until an investigation has confirmed that no anomalous properties are present. As of 2000, testing of SCP-3025 is prohibited. When in transit, SCP-3025 must remain inside a hermetically sealed container at all times. SCP-3025 is under review for reassignment to Keller class. Description: SCP-3025 is a white feather. There we go. That's why it's called a feather. Thought to be a primary feather from a black-billed magpie, Pica Hudsonia. It is believed that SCP-3025 may have originated from SCP-3076, which I believe is one of the SCPs that Bentu wrote. Yes. Under most circumstances, SCP-3025 is inert and presents no anomalous features. When completely submerged in any solution composed of more than 80% water, SCP-3025 enters its active state. When in the active state, any solid or liquid matter within the same enclosed space as SCP-3025 will seem to spontaneously combust, except for SCP-3025 itself, the solution it is submerged in. Enclosed space is defined as a continuous region through which air molecules can travel unhindered. Matter that is physically bonded, example weld, airtight, seal, to the boundary surfaces of the enclosed space is not affected. any additional space added to the testing chamber while SCP-3025 is in its active state will be treated as a continuation of the enclosed space, and objects within the new space will be affected by SCP-3025. No upper limit on the size of the enclosed space has been found. Objects that undergo spontaneous combustion leave no ashes or remains of any kind. Testing with GPS trackers has shown that radio contact is maintained after combustion and there is no measurable change in position before and after the active state is achieved. SCP-3025 will remain in its active state until 23 hours after it's removed from solution. Further detail from testing are listed in Addendum 1. It is hypothesized that objects affected by SCP-3025 continue to exist within extra-dimensional space, A, without video cameras, and live subjects affected by SCP-3025 report a barren landscape with few traces of life. Early exploratory missions have revealed the presence of a silver and gold deposits near the surface. No samples from -A have ever been recovered. Further details from exploration missions are listed in the Addendum 2. Any objects affected by SCP-3025 will remain within -A for the duration of the active state, after which they will appear in the test chamber at the same location they occupied at the beginning of the active state. Any changes in composition or structure sustained while SCP-3025 is in its active state will remain upon cessation of the SCP-3025 active state. There is a low probability that an anomalous entity will manifest within the test chamber. Any such entities are referred to as -B. Instances of -B have no unifying characteristics beyond their anomalous nature. A list of -B instances can be found in Addendum 3. And then we have Addendum 1, show test logs. All tests are conducted in a clear test chamber. Tested aqueous solutions are held in a steel container that is also affected by the SCP-3025 active state. The disappearance of the container is used as an indicator of active phase initialization and automatically ends the submersion of SCP-3025. This ensures the end of the active phase 23 hours after initialization. Test number 1. Okay. Material: 1 liter of distilled water. Test description: SCP-3025 enters the active state instantly. At the end of the active phase, the container is recovered. The D personnel used to administer the test is found deceased. The body has suffered second-degree burns across 90% of its surface area. Further testing is to make minimal use of personnel. Number 2. 1 liter of oceanic salt water. SCP-3025 enters the active state after a 3 millisecond pause. That's very fast. It is hypothesized that this pause is related to the percent water content of the solution. You have to record that with a camera, because how the hell did you 3 milliseconds you don't see with a naked eye? 3. 1 liter of orange juice. SCP-3025 enters the active state after a 10-second pause. 4. 1 liter of pig blood. SCP-3025 does not enter the active state. 8 hours were allowed to pass to confirm that the active state would not begin. 5. 1 liter of pig blood diluted with 100 milliliters of distilled water. SCP-3025 enters the active state after a pause of 20 minutes. 6. 1 liter of distilled water, 1 GPS tracker, 1 wireless video camera. SCP-3025 enters the active state instantly. Both items combust. GPS tracker and video camera maintain contact with Foundation radio receivers. View from the video camera reveals -A, the surface is spotted with chemical fires, no vegetation is visible. And the sky appears polluted with dark spots. Upon reappearance, the device sustained minor damage but otherwise intact. An instance of -B is discovered following this test. Oh, there's more. Number 7. I wonder if -Bs are like bird people. 1 liter of distilled water, 1 wireless video camera, 1 D personnel, D45180 equipped with standard rations for 1 day. SCP-3025 enters the active state instantly. All objects in the test chamber combust. D45180 does not appear to have been injured by spontaneous combustion, but begins to show signs of mild discomfort soon after appearing. In -A. At 10 minutes after the activation, D45180 continues to express mounting discomfort. It becomes apparent that severe burns are being inflicted on D45180. Yep. At 33 minutes after activation, D4158. That's the wrong order. It's supposed to be 45180. Moves out of the frame. Upon reappearance, the video camera sustained minor damage. Autopsy reveals that D41580, again, wrong order, expired from inhalation of superheated air at approximately 6 hours after activation. Addendum 2. Show logs for Expedition Alpha. 2D personnel D45189 and D45195. Okay, let me actually do a quick little stretch here. Ah, yeah. Back in the back. Oh, yeah. Woo. Nice. We're equipped with heat retardant suits, video and audio recording equipment, and standard rations for 1 day. Objective is to determine a safe method of traversing -A. The personnel appear in -A. Begin log. How are you feeling, Expedition Alpha? A little disoriented. You could have warned us. Neither of us is hurt, if that's what you mean. It's good to hear that, Alpha. Please collect some soil for analysis and store it in the provided vials. Whatever you say, sir. D45189 does as requested, while D45195 stands watch. Not the most welcoming view. Yeah, no shit. Hey, Command, what are our orders? None for the time being. We suggest that you stay near each other for the duration of the mission. Roger that. Both D personnel will rest for approximately 10 minutes. Irrelevant audio logs redacted. Starting to get toasty in here. Just now? I've been steaming this thing from the start. Maybe we should just take it off, let the air out. I see we got ourselves a master of the community arts. Your command, any chance we can go find some shade or something? Request granted. Alpha, please be sure to record the geography around you for future expedition. Will do, Command. Expedition Alpha traverses approximately 4 kilometers on foot. Surrounding land is largely uniform, being very flat and lacking vegetation. D45195 spots a ravine in the distance, and Alpha proceeds towards it. Irrelevant dialogue redacted. There's a shallower slope over there. We can try getting down that way. Good. Expedition Alpha arrives at the bottom of the ravine. Damn, that was hell on my feet. At least it's cool down here. I'm heading off to get some sleep. Be nice if you shut it for a while. Command, how long can we be expected to stay in this place? Stop doing this, everybody. I'm not tired. About 21 more hours. Alpha, we recommend you find somewhere to sleep. Well, shit. The remainder of the expedition passes without note. Irrelevant dialogue redacted. Upon recovery, all soil samples will have disappeared. Oh, it just vanishes? Okay. Then we have Expedition Beta. 2 personnel D37902. Wait. 012. D409914. And Agent Masosi were equipped with heat retardant suit, video and audio recording equipment, standard rations for 1 day, and a suite of matter analysis device. Objects to determine the material composition of Dash A. All personnel appear in Dash A begin log. Checking in, command. Copy that, Agent. How's the rest of the team? The D-class are holding up just fine. You got that right. For the most part. Copy that. Expedition Beta Command requests that you begin soil and air analysis as soon as possible. Just comes out of nowhere. Yes, sir. Analysis is completed. Test shows that the soil is composed of a mixture of silicates and unidentified organics. The air is a nitrogen/oxygen mix with abnormal elevated levels of sulfur dioxide. Agent Associate reports these findings. How long we've been standing out here, man? About half an hour, sir. Any chance we can go back now? I'm starting to sweat pretty hard. Command, one of the D-class is requesting cooler condition. Permission to move. Permission granted. Beta. Expedition Beta traverses approximately 14 kilometers on foot. Landscape is entirely unfamiliar and much rougher than that experienced by Expedition Alpha. It is theorized that each activation of SCP-3025 may reveal different location within Dash A, or perhaps an entirely new iteration of it. It's a Minecraft map that constantly changes every time you play a new... It's a seed, yeah, that's what I want to say. There, I think I see a cave. Unintelligible. Command, we found a possible rest stop. Proceed, Agent. Good luck. Expedition Beta builds a rudimentary camp in the shelter of the cave. You're trying to kill us, that's what it is. I can assure you that our mission objective does not involve anyone dying. Sure, whatever you say. How long till we leave? Should be another 18 hours. Settle in. Jesus. Ain't no Jesus here, son. Irrelevant dialogue redacted. At 10 hours and 6 minutes after mission start, the 379012 is excavating a makeshift bed from the soil of the cave floor. Shit, this is tough. Hey, think you can come over here and help me? Nope. Thanks, asshole. I swear to God, I'm hitting bedrock right now. Fuck. Oh fuck, this thing's big. What is it? I think I found a gold nugget. Jesus, this thing's gonna be the size of my chest. D379012 redoubles her efforts. Of course, it's a her in the moment. But shit, I'm gonna be so rich I can buy my way out of the system. Start again. Shit. We'd like to request you guys a sample of the nugget. We have analyzed. Yeah. Looking at the incoming footage now. Wow, you're right. It actually looks like gold. D379012 finishes extracting the nugget and attempting to lift it out of the ground, but fails. Wow, it's heavy. Help me lift. I'll give you a share of the cash. D409914 is visibly distressed. Not taking any of these devil's treasures. You're on your own. Man, knock it off. This is important. That nugget could weigh more than 300 pounds. I'm not sure we could move it even if we all left it. Our analysis agreed that the item is composed of near pure gold. That's pretty dope. It also appears to be massive to move. We request that you attempt to remove a small sample for further analysis. I have a scraper, but I don't think you could get any more than a few flakes. Watch me. D379012 works on sampling the nugget for the next 4 hours while Agent Masosi and D409914 rest. D379012 manages to collect approximately 5 grams of material from the nugget. He proceeds to fall asleep. Agent Masosi resumes activity about 5 hours later, while the D personnel remain asleep. Checking in, Command. Sorry, Agent, I was getting coffee. Are you right out there? Affirmative. Command, what's our ETA out here? Sorry to say, you'll be stuck in there for 9 more hours. Copy that. Agent Masosi steps out of the cave and surveys the surroundings. 2 minutes of silence follows. A flash of motion appears. The video feed. Catch that command. I'm not sure, Agent. We have to review the footage. I couldn't get any detail. Probably nothing. Agent Masosi returns to the cave, where the D personnel are still asleep. How long did you say we had? 9 more hours, Agent. The remainder of the expedition passes without note. Irrelevant dialogue redacted. Upon recovery, all gold and air samples have disappeared. Jesus Christ! Okay. Expedition Gamma. 5 members of MTF Beta 7 mass hatters, codenames Gamma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, were equipped to survive the SCP-3025 active state. 2 ATVs are provided for long distance travels. All personnel are armed with standard assault rifles. Objective is to survey -A. I think I'm gonna go since it's getting late. Bye. Okay, Casabon, you take care. The Afros with you. Sleep well. See you on no stream this Saturday because I'm in the mountains. I'll be up there snowboarding. So next weekend. I'll see you next weekend. Yeah. All personnel appear in the -A. Check in, team. Gamma 2 checking in. Gamma 3. Gamma 4 ready to go. Gamma 5. Alright, command. We're waiting on your orders. For some high ground, we can get a better look at the landscape from there and decide how to proceed. Understood. Let's go. Expedition Gamma approaches the peak of a nearby hill. The ascent passes without a note. Okay, command, we're at the top. We can't see much because of the smoke, but there's a bright patch not too far out there. Understood, Gamma 1. We are reviewing the video feed now. Pause. Move towards a brighter region. This might be some geographic feature we can use as a landmark. Understood. Expedition Gamma reverses approximately 5 kilometers by ATF. Upon closer inspection, the bright region is shown to be a lava lake. A volcanic feature containing a pool of active magma. Why do I have a feeling they actually are going for like Minecraft style level locations? This place just gets nicer and nicer. Command, we have reached the region of interest. Orders? You're not equipped with probing in the lake. Proceed along the edge for now. Gotcha. Gamma travels carefully along the perimeter of the lava lake. Do any of you fellas feel off? You know, I expect to feel a little anxious about walking around in hell, but it's been alright so far. What's bothering you three? I'm not sure, you know what? You know what? Forget about it. Any further directives, command? None, Gamma 1. We're just trying to get the sense of size of the audio and video feeds are subject to... Oh god, my leg is so itchy right now. Subject to mild distortion, Gamma 4 is heard to yell in surprise. A large entity emerges from the lake and leaps into the ground ahead of the MTF personnel. Form up and hold your fire. I repeat, do not. Further feed distortion begin, persisting for the next 11 minutes. Log resumes upon feed recovery. Command? Do you recommand? Affirmative, Gamma 1. We recovered the feed. God Almighty, we lost Gamma 2. What happened? We have no record of the last 10 minutes. I don't know. I can't remember anything. That about sums it up. It feels like an domestic dosage. That's unfortunate. Okay, Expedition Gamma, your updated orders are to find some shelter and wait out the rest of your time over there. You have 19 hours left. Roger that, command. Expedition Gamma heads towards more mountainous regions and quickly finds a small cave. 2 hours pass without note. Feed disruptions begin again. Shit, what's that sound? Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Forgive my sins just as you... We got some unintelligible. Feed disruption persists until the end of the SCP-3025 active phase. Upon recovery, only Gamma 1 and 5 are unharmed. Neither recall the events of the past 13 hours. The remains of Gamma 3 and 4 are severely lacerated and exhibited a unexpected degree of decomposition. The remains of Gamma 2 consist of fragmentary skeletal material and organic dust. 6 minutes after recovery, an instance of -B is discovered inside the test chamber. The is expunged. Containment procedures have been modified. Show logs for Expedition Delta. 2D personnel. After this one, I have to go to the bathroom real quick. D37901012. Hey, those guys again. D409914 were equipped to survive the SCP 3025 active state. Both had been exposed to -A in Expedition Beta. After the events of Expedition Gamma, it is deemed worthwhile to equip the personnel with high-yield incendiaries. Stronger thermal shielding is also deemed necessary. Radar trackers and multi-spectral cameras are supplied. Objective is to determine the nature of the entity encountered during Expedition Gamma. The personnel appear in the dash. The personnel appear in the -A. Okay. God damn it, it's gotten worse. D409914 is seriously distressed. Something's here. Please elaborate, D4. I feel like something's staring at me. Noted, your orders are to head towards the brightest patch of sky. Might as well get it over with. Expedition Delta yeah. Complies and traverses approximately 8 kilometers on foot. Several acres of burning plant matter are found to be source of the light. Upon arrival, D409914 is distressed and periodically checking behind them. I swear something's watching me. Shut up, this place is fucked up enough without your gibbering. Please refrain from infighting. Stand by on analysis. Analysts are putting together a plan of action. Whatever you... The thing's beeping. What? Has a radar tracker picked something up, D4? I think so. It looks like beat distortion abruptly begins. Ow. Radar tracker and infrared camera continue to transmit with no interruption, indicating the presence of a large airborne object making repeated passes overhead. Speed is recovered after 2 hours and 26 minutes. Expedition Delta, come in. Expedition Delta. It's back. Any injuries? It's not too bad, just a few scrapes and a small burn, but... yes, D3? I can't remember how I got them. It's kind of scaring me. We have to get out. I'm afraid we're powerless to extract you until the end of the active phase. But because there have been no casualties, we request that you continue around the perimeter of the fire. What? Listen, you piece of shit. You can't make us do anything. We ain't gonna go romping around in hell for your fucking amusement. Let's go find shelter. Right behind you. It's strongly recommended that you comply with our orders. If you continue to resist, you will suffer disciplinary action or termination upon recovery. You'll get terminated anyway if we don't get to do shit. The disruption begin again. Radar and infrared trackers pick up several airborne objects approaching from above. Total loss of transmission feed follows, persisting for 20 minutes until the video feed is recovered. D379012 has been seen moving aimlessly in the distance. She does not respond to repeated attempts on communication. 1 hour and 3 minutes later, D379012 returns to the recording equipment and the audio feed is recovered. Is anyone there? Yes, D3. Is D4 doing well? Don't know. I can't find him anywhere. It'll be okay. Just try to find shelter. There should be something in the mountains. Okay. Okay. D379012 follows recommendation after travels 3 kilometers on foot. He remains silent over this period. D379012 locates a cave and makes headway towards it. I see a hole in the mountain. That's good, D3. Just get inside and you'll be safe. Okay. A few meters from the cave entrance, D379012 drops the camera and it collapses. Minor feed distortion begins. D3... Okay, muted. Did I say the... I constantly said D3... Like... Oh, damn, I didn't realize I was saying that. The eyes. The quill moves. Strong and bold. Mad with the... thrill of creation. With every word in silver and gold. Every phrase simply perfection. The quill moves, strong and bold. Blind to its own stagnation. It falls apart and grows old. Deaf to its own corruption. The quill moves strong and bold. Dust in the wind of conception. It does not remember the word it once sold because there never was a foundation. Ooh. D3, what do you mean? Video feed shows several large objects emerging from the smog above before feed disruption begins. No detail on the subject can be resolved. Feed disruption continue for the remainder of the SCP-3025 active phase. Upon recovery of the personnel and equipment are heavily damaged or fragmentary. The head of command was reprimanded for unprofessional conduct and replaced. Due to the mounting safety concerns, testing of SCP-3025 has been discontinued. Then we have Addendum 3, Show-B catalog. Instance description number 1. Discovered after test 6. B1 was incorporeal being capable of telepathic speech, not speed, and observation. It was constrained in the enclosed spaces and could not alter the physical world on its own. B1 was discovered after the test chamber was opened when junior researcher heard a disembodied voice. The voice instructed her to stop before they see you. Junior researcher quickly informed her superior's test complex was immediately quarantined and sealed for 3 days. Junior researcher did not receive any further communications from B1, nor did any other exposed personnel. B1 was declared neutralized on 2000. Number 2. Discovered after Expedition Gamma that B2 is a hostile sentient entity. B2 is entirely invisible in all electromagnetic wavelengths. Through unknown means, B2 casts a shadow as any non-anomalous object would. Analysis of the shadows cast by B2 indicate that the entity is a static human figure, possibly a statue, holding an unidentified object in the right hand. B2 did expunge any human beings in its reach. B2 has a top speed of kilometers per hour but cannot pass through solid material. B2 is repelled by bright lights and concussive blasts. It is thought that this response may reflect a desire to remain concealed to prevent damage to the entity itself. After Expedition Gamma, the test chamber remained sealed, and the remaining mission personnel were lost. After 2 days of observation, it was deemed safe to cut a small hole in the test chamber and insert 300 pounds of high incendiaries. After the blast, B2 ceased motion through its anomalous interaction with life persisted. B2 was sealed in a standard containment locker and has not shown any signs of activity. Number 3. Discovered after Incident 1, accidental activation of SCP-3025 as of 2000. B3 is uncontained. B3 is a large mechanical construct with that is hostile towards human beings. Its main purpose is to activate SCP-3025. In the case that SCP-3025 is activated by B3, the appearance of an B-B instance is guaranteed. There we go. B3 is slow moving and can be deterred by gunfire or explosives. All containment vessels occupied by B3 so far have been destroyed. The whereabouts of B3 are unknown and attempts to locate it are ongoing. Number 4, discovered after Incident 2, a hostile activation of SCP-3025. B4 was a human infant with an adult human brain. The cranial plates were descended to make room for the added neural tissue. B4 was unable to move or feed itself, but cognitive tests show that it may have been developmentally mature adult. B4 expired 4 days after its creation and was declared neutralized on 2000. My leg is so itchy right now. I've been scratching it non-stop right now. It's crazy. Number 5, discovered after Incident 3, a hostile activation of SCP-3025. B5 is a large mass of living tissue, weighing about 3 tons. DNA found in the tissue matches that of the black-billed magpie. When approached by a human, B5 attracts jewelry, clothing, or implants containing any precious metals. Items not associated with living humans are not affected. The force it exerts increases according to the inverse square law. When B5 comes into contact with the item, they immediately disappear, and the mass of B5 increases by 3 times the mass of the ingested metals. If a human being comes into direct contact with B5, it's expunged. Whew. I still think that this part of me still wants to say like, yo, it's the world of Minecraft, but okay. The fact that pardon me, D-Class talked about, you know, the quill, which is, of course, a feather that you used to write. Yeah, that's part of it, yes. Makes me wonder if these are worlds that somebody made up. As in, like, somebody wrote them into a book or had like ideas for them and wrote them down with the quill, and then now this quill is making those worlds reality by teleporting you there with the fire. God damn, this leg is so goddamn itchy. It's frustrating. That one's a bit of a longer one, which means that the next ones are probably a lot shorter, maybe. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.